Oh, well. See, I'm back in this room. You can see I had moved some stuff in here. That was in the living room, but and that lamp I got from New Orleans, but it was in the other bedroom. I just started one, and I put some stuff in the dresser. I'm still gonna move the big dresser. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Well, actually, I do. I think I'm gonna put it right next to it, right there. But that's where the water trap is. So it's either it might just go right here, and I move this bed over and put a table right over there, and this right here table, it will go with the desk. I have two desks. It's a filing cabinet. So it's like a stuff on the wall and everything. So for sure. See, picture. Dun, 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 dun. Right there, that's the blanket I was crocheting. I'm gonna start back again, but I got preoccupied with all the other stuff. I might have to lay off, get everything to where I can be comfortable, so I won't have to come out of this back area, because there's no heater back here. So I'm gonna have to hurry up now. Dun, 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 dun. Even if I don't finish that floor, I'm gonna have to um, move myself back in that one bedroom where I have the couch. It'll be okay. We do have central. Just I'm gonna have to have somebody come out and fix that, but I don't know. I got gas. So anyway, now it's just a rush with um with the weather and me being able, to be able to get everything done in time. A lot of stuff. I was gonna cartel this much. Sayonara. Goodbye. Good luck, China. You know, I would love, like, I see that we're at war again in the Middle East, of course. I knew that with the Republicans really acting very racial by not doing their work and picking on the president. It seems like they're picking on the wife and kids, which that's that's sort of roguish and trifling, and uh but and I don't know. And, but we'll see. Um, hopefully he'll the president and the only problem is a lot of women they really want to believe that a lot of stuff that I don't understand. But I don't know. I feel sorry for and the children anyway. I don't care, male, female. So, but the Republicans, like, they're probably getting a lot of kickback. But the problem is like they were talking about, where 84% of our animals in South America are just gone, and so this planet can't continue to get enough of what it needs, fuel it needs to provide for um it really doesn't matter if they have abortions or how many wars. I don't know, but we're at war at the same dumb war the white man been doing ever since he crawled out and saw somebody had something he wanted. I don't know. It's crazy. We'll see. You know, I really just think it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? A bunch of Koch brothers and who got, let's say, the top 10 on the Forbes list. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because I can see where it had in the past generated money, where anything that where you're having the masses, really going out there and manufacturing. But we don't have the same type of workforce that we had in the past. So, and we don't have the same type of educational system. We don't have the same type of leadership, and we don't have the same type of guidance. Um, But I would like if the people from St. Louis, if the people from New York with the climate activists and the Wall Street activists and even the Greeks, if they and the Palestinians, if they could have like one day where the people could actually, because I think we're all on the same page. I think that I'm saying that we all just really want to have food, clothes, and shelter, and we need lights. You know what I'm saying? To pursue happiness. We don't. I'm not with all this murder. I'm not with all this mayhem and this chaos and causing people discomfort and death and or maiming them and all this pollution of the air, the water. You know what I'm saying? The earth also has, like if we do not, if they're extracting all the gases and all the oil, and the earth must maintain a certain temperature to keep the magnetic force that causes the gravity, that causes something to spin. It doesn't matter. There's no planet that is made for us. This is it. You go out there and look all you fucking want to. You might not even recognize any new life, but you might bring back some parasite that we don't want. Anyway, I think we could do better. I think we have no choice. You know what I'm saying? And and who knows, Cobras? It might come in 3 weeks, and then what the fuck all your troubles that you caused. You know what I'm saying? I think you could probably make just as much money thinking back in the manufacturing sense, keeping back and more creative ways of architecture of the more creative, instead of like the negative, the war, and the death. We might want to, if you don't turn around and think about like, you can make money out for life, but it's all how you want to, to do stuff. Because once you're in billions, um, you can make money off of money. It's just, but it's sort of, what I'm saying, and you can make money off of death, so you can make money off of life. You have other choices, but the choices that we make is to bomb, you know, is to when people gather together. And I think like China, I know that the climate people, I know that the people in Patterson, Missouri, all of them have very, very good reasons for being being destroyed, because a murder, your whole livelihood. You know what I'm saying? How you making money, because like even if you're nothing else, it comes down to basic. We do need to have our food, our clothing, and our shelter. And if that 1% is going to deprive us of that, forget about the rest of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You deprive the earth of its food, deprive the people of their food, and you know, it doesn't work. Life doesn't go right without the right nutrition, so without the right, combination. We have a problem right now, and you know what I'm saying. I think we're coming to where the war is not as profitable. You know, um, 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 and maybe reusable food and all that. It might not have a meter on it where you can make money, but I think that you can invest and be versatile. I think if you think as a human, we are survivors. We are clever creatures. But if you go away from our nature, then it becomes chaos, confusion, and you end up murky waters there. But if you stay on the simple facts, might have to have people being able to grow their own food a little bit. You might have to think another way. You might have to become more tech. You might have to go robotic. You might have to make all your money from that. It might, you know what I'm saying? You might have to make money from a way of survival. But we'll see. The same old fucking war. It's just a goddamn different. I think what was it? It was a book I read. Oh yeah, 1984. Well, 1984, if you think about it, was really 1954 in a lot of senses because we had Jacqueline on the TV. If you ever read the book that like get up in the morning, you're supposed to exercise. Well, things didn't always turn out the way they want. People watched Jacqueline, but people didn't actually get up and do the exercise. So we had Big Brother watching us back then, but except for then, they did have a hint of the humanity. We have walked away from humanity and more into drugs and sex. You know what I'm saying? We have to go more into making sure that we get the knowledge that we need to be able to survive, to make sure that we have the right food, the right clothing, the right shelter to protect us from these elements, and to make sure that we're not making these elements in such a way or changing our climate in such a way that it's not going to be able to maintain our life. You know what I'm saying? And you're losing 84% of your any animals that are mammals. You better believe, that's going to affect us also because we are mammals. So it's just like the police thinking they're not part of the rest of the society and that they're above everything else. But in reality, the ones that they're going to actually have a bigger effect on is themselves because what they are a part of the society, and anyway, but humanity they're not. They you know what I'm saying? And I don't think they should I believe that the one of the biggest thing is that there should be no fraternizing between the police and children, no fraternizing, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of society. It's for first of all they should be like serious, look at their job serious, not be playing basketball and are dying. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my dad was like all like the men that I knew growing up, they were all in military. And when you got in a higher rank, you didn't fraternize, and it was had to do with security reasons, safety reasons, you know, and just and I see the way that some people like, if they know certain things, instead of like, choosing to like to make it easy or what I'm saying, save steps to getting your job done. It's more anyway. So there's a lot of problems. If they're gonna be military, don't fraternize. Don't have sex with the enemy. You're not gonna get no secret information. You know what I'm saying? The old spies, or the Russians and the Chinese and all that, and the British, the real ones during the World War I and all those and before, it was a family. That's why you get the word mole. Because they nurtured and they raised the kid, and if your woman wasn't great, it took a great woman to make a great man. So if you're looking for some woman to look for some man to raise her child, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the woman that births it, and it's the woman that can raise a great child. But as long as we are treating women as we do, as long as we go off to war and we're just killing all willy nilly, as long as we're taking the fuel that keeps the heat in the malt in the center of the earth, that keeps us the magnetic and the spinning and all this going on, as long as we're not thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? It'll be sooner than later. It's just the way it is. The earth is alive and it needs a certain type of fuel, just like we're alive. We need a certain type of fuel. We just choose to call it food. Anyway, it's fucked up, crazy world. And the 1%, I think that they're not very smart. All they do was just it's keep doing the same shit. How's that working?